I'm Julia.
And I'm Jessica.
And I'm Jairo.
And we're here to teach you about
Science! This week's topic is memories and memory loss.
Before we start, we will interview two people about their own memories.
Okay, hi Ivan. What are your favorite memories?
My favorite memory is when I went to Canada for a week and visited my grandparents.
What's your favorite memory in biology?
When I got to eat food.
What's your favorite memory of Mrs. Shen?
When she taught us how to defend ourselves, I guess.
What's your favorite memory in Townsend Harris?
My favorite memory in Townsend Harris is when we got to get food for free
When?
for the election simulation.
Okay, thank you, Ivan. Yeah, I can take it out now. Natan, what is your favorite memory?
Well, my favorite memory would have to be in 7th grade when some members of my class went to a Queens College Science Fair. Basically, we got to see all these really cool projects that the 9th to 12th graders made. It was a really exciting experience.
What's your favorite memory of Ivan?
Probably after the Regents, because of the fact that everyone was laughing at the fact that we thought Ivan failed. I actually got to talk to Ivan about what he got into questions. I got to laugh at his terrible responses, etc.
What's your favorite memory of Townsend Harris?
Probably that time I got 100 on a bio quiz. So yeah.
Thank you.
The first part of our skit is in a cafe. Julia and I will be talking about science, and Jairo will ask us about memories.
So you have to run that mile tomorrow, right?
Yup, I'm going to use starch and ATP.
To perform anaerobic respiration so that you can...
Yup, anaerobic respiration.
You guys sound smart. What are memories? How do we remember stuff?
So, the simple answer is basically our brains. Our brain receives information and then turns this information into memories.
Basically, memory is information that has been stored and can be remembered.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, how do memories work?
Well, you need something to remember, right?
So there's this stuff called memory input, stuff you get from external events. This includes what you hear or see, and it's all processed by your wonderful brain.
So your brain is an organ of soft nervous tissue in your skull that controls your body. It has several lobes.
So your brain gets sensory input from different lobes. The occipital lobe gets information from your sight. The parietal lobe gets information from language and touch. The frontal lobe has to do with thinking, memory, behavior, and movement. The temporal lobe gets information from what you hear, what you learn, and what you feel.
Neurons, cells in the brain, accept this sensory input and store it in your working or short-term memory.
Which is in your hippocampus.
And which kind of sucks.
Your short-term memory could store only about 4 to 7 distinct pieces of information, and if you're not constantly repeating it, you can only remember them for 30 seconds.
At this point, the info is wiped out, or if your brain thinks it's important, it's encoded into your long-term memory.
Before the information can reach the safe place of long-term memory, it goes to your explicit memory.
Your explicit memory, in fact, is not as pathetic as your short-term memory.
It is the memory of facts and experiences that you know, although you might not even be aware of it.
It's the part of memory we use to do something we all hate, studying.
And there's also implicit memory, which is stuff you purposely remembered.
Oh, okay, so back to long-term memory.
Okay, so your long-term memory is stored in the part of the brain known as the prefrontal cortex.
So the command center of the brain, right?
Yeah, long-term consists of procedural memory and episodic memory.
Procedural memory gets inputs from skills you learned and through a process called recall, where you're able to use these skills without even thinking about it.
So it's kind of like learning how to ride a bike. At first you might fall and cry, but after you gain the skills, you can actually ride a bike, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's been nice meeting you. We gotta go.
Sorry, we have to go.
Alright, see you guys.
See ya.
Remember the first time you rode a bike?
Or the first time you fell off a bike.
Those are memories.
Now imagine all those things going away.
Oh my god, Jessica! Jessica, are you okay? No, I can't. I have to study for my bio test.
Are you
I can't
okay?
remember anything.
You don't remember anything?
Nothing.
Do you think she's suffering from memory loss?
I think so.
Wait, what exactly is memory loss before we take her to a doctor?
So, memory loss is also known as amnesia, and it's occasional forgetfulness or the inability to recall past events.
Amnesia occurs when damage is done to the hippocampus. Depending on what causes it, memory loss may either have a sudden or gradual onset, and memory loss may be permanent or temporary.
There could be short-term memory loss and long-term memory loss.
Wait, so can you describe short-term memory loss and long-term memory loss?
Okay, so a person with short-term memory loss may remember vivid memories of childhood events, not remember what they had for lunch. A person with long-term memory loss is the complete opposite. They will have memories of what happened recently, but not memories of key events from their childhood.
Wait, so besides hitting your head, what else causes memory loss?
There are a lot of causes for memory loss, and one of them is
Medications. A number of prescription and over-the-counter medications can interfere with or cause the loss of memory.
Hospital medicines include antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications, muscle relaxants, tranquilizers, sleeping pills, and pain medications even after surgery.
Some other causes are alcohol, tobacco, or drug use. Excessive alcohol use has long been recognized as a cause of memory loss.
An example of alcohol addiction will now be demonstrated.
Alright, for a bio project.
After becoming alcoholics, we will slowly lose our memory.
Smoking also harms memory by reducing the amount of oxygen that gets to the brain.
Do you think the lack of sleep can cause memory loss too?
Yeah, of course. Sleep deprivation can also be a cause of amnesia. Both quantity and quality of sleep are important to memory. Getting too little sleep or waking frequently in the night can lead to fatigue, which interferes with the ability to consolidate and retrieve information. Depression and stress can also cause memory loss.
Here is an example of someone who is sleep deprived.
Mood.
Being depressed can make it difficult to pay attention and focus, which can affect memory. Stress and anxiety can also get in the way of concentration. When you are tense and your mind is distracted, your ability to remember can suffer. Stress caused by an emotional trauma can also lead to memory loss.
An example of stress and anxiety is shown here by a Townsend Harris student.
Also nutritional lack. Good nutrition, including high-quality proteins and fats, is important to proper brain function.
Here is an example of nutrition lack.
A stroke can also cause memory loss. Stroke occurs when the blood supply to the brain is stopped due to the blockage of a blood vessel to the brain or leakage of a vessel into the brain.
Strokes often cause short-term memory loss. One of the largest causes of memory loss is dementia, Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is characterized by progressive loss of brain cells and other irregularities of the brain.
What's so bad about Alzheimer's disease?
It's very hard for the family members of people with Alzheimer's to cope with it. Alzheimer's causes changes in communication skills and changes in personality and behavior. It gradually gets worse. It becomes very hard seeing someone you love forget about you and not recognize you.